make it a brighter place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am.
It's Vicky here from Crafty Home, and thank you very much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this laminate notebook or travel journal book, whichever you want to use it for. I made this one for my friend Gemma. She kindly sent me some gorgeous girls goodies, and I really appreciated that, so thank you, Gemma. So this is for you to say thank you. And I saw this idea on YouTube, and the lady was called Live Love Scrap. Okay, and when I saw the tutorial, I had to make one for myself. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to a team retreat, which is where I'll be meeting all the other demonstrators that are on the same team as us. And we are making a weekend of it where we'll be having meetings, crafty sessions, making takes and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to have this with me so then I could put pictures in there that I've took, also put notes in there, you know, of things that we've learnt from the weekend, and then also I could use it again for when I go to another Stampin' Up event. So like I said, this one is for Gemma, and I've used a retired paper pack that was in the clearance rack a few weeks ago, which was called It's My Party Designer Series paper. Okay, and it's this one here. Unfortunately, you can't get it now because it is sold out, but I'm sure you could pick it up from any Facebook groups or eBay or anything like that. Okay, so I've not decorated it much. I've left it quite simple, and that's what I'm going to do for mine as well, because I want to put mine in my bag. And I've just added this image here, which is the from the Beautiful You stamp set. So just let me grab it here. Okay, so it's this set here. Absolutely love it. And it is actually, I've laminated that as well, and I've stuck that onto a button, and I've tied the button to the cord so it's all one piece and it wobbles. Look, how cute is that? So this is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4 in size. So you're going to open it up like this, and as you can see, it's all attached. Sorry, my girls are arguing since they've come home from school, and yes, needless to say, I'm not very happy. So inside it has 4 separate notebooks. Each notebook I've added some patterned paper. Okay, and the white paper is just copy paper, and there's about 4 sheets in each notebook. You could also add some more if you wish. The notebooks do come out. You could also tie, you know, sew the middle part together if you wanted that all to be one piece, but I don't want to do that because then I can actually just replace the paper if I wish. So like I said, there's 4 separate notebooks, and I've left this plain so Gemma can embellish it as she wants to. So yeah, so she could decorate it as she wants to. Yeah, and I think it's turned out really, really cute. So if you want to know how to make it, then let's get started. So for mine, I'm going to use cardstock for my cover, okay, and then I'm going to decorate it with patterned paper. So I'm using the Fresh Fig cardstock, and this piece measures 5.5 by 11 inches. And if you wanted to make your cover out of the paper, then that's the same measurement for that as well. So along the 11-inch side, we're going to start scoring at 3.5 inches, 3 7/8, 4 1/4, and 4 5/8 of an inch. Then we're going to move over to 8 1/8 of an inch, 8 1/2, 8 7/8, a 9 1/4. Okay, so now we want to punch some holes into our card or paper. So get a pen or pencil and a ruler, okay, and the holes that we want to make are just on this side here where this large rectangle is. You want to leave this one alone for the minute, okay? So where these score lines are, where this large rectangle is, this is where you're going to put your holes for your binding. You want to leave this section alone completely, okay? So you want to mark a 1/4 inch from the edge of the paper here, okay, and you want to put the holes in this that's in between each score line, okay. So put your 1/4 inch mark on the edge of your paper here, and then just tick mark it at 1/4 inch. Do the same for the next one, and the holes need to be central in those score lines. Okay, so just a rough idea to show you. So that's where we're going to be punching our holes. Are you going to do exactly the same along the top here? Okay, so again, measure tick mark 1/4 inch. Like so, and the top and bottom, okay. Then we're going to come to this side and we're just going to make a tick mark here so we can add the hole on this flap here that's going to wrap around the front. So you want to line your ruler up from the edge of your paper at 2 3/4 inch, and also you want to come in about 1/4 inch, okay. So tick mark at 2 3/4 inch, which is about central of this piece here, okay. Then you're going to get a hole punch, and I'm using my crocodile and I'm using the 1/8 inch, and we're just going to punch the holes where we've put those tick marks, okay. And then we're going to come along the bottom here and punch those holes as well, like so. Turn it over. Okay, so that's the holes done. Now we want to round the corners, and I'm using my corner champer. If you've got a corner rounder punch as well, and I'm using the 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to round the corners on there, like so. Okay, oh, that wasn't very good. Okay, so that's that done. Then we're going to add some patterned paper, okay, and I want to add it to the, now let me think, so I'm going to fold this that way. So we're going to fold that around, and then that will come around to the front. So we need the patterned paper to be on the large rectangle here. I'm going to leave the back, and then we're going to add the paper on this side here and also on the inside, okay. So you want to do that before you laminate your paper, and the measurement for that for the papers to go on the front, so you need 3 pieces that measure 5 7/16 inch by 3 3/8 inch, and then you need 1 piece that measures 1 5/8 by 3 7/16 inch, okay. And I've not cut it for this one because I want to do something different to this one. But I've used the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper, okay, and this is the one I'm going to finish off with you now. But this piece that I've just done with you, I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to use that, you know, do something different with that one. So you would add your papers to the cardstock, okay. Then you would also stamp your image onto Whisper White cardstock and colour it in, and then cut that out, okay. And then you're going to put both these pieces into an A4 laminate pouch. I got mine from the pound shop, okay? And then you're going to run it through your laminate machine, okay? And then you want to, once you've run it through your laminate machine, you want to cut off the edge here, and you want to leave about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, okay? And you also want to re-punch your holes, and then you want to, where you did those score lines, you want to fold on those score lines, okay? And then it will look like this. Isn't that cute? And then obviously this will go on to the cord once we've got it on there. So now we're going to do the binding. So you're going to need some white elastic cord, and I went for the really thin one, okay? And we're going to start threading it through the holes. Now I'm just trying to remember how I did this. If I came through the back, came from the front to the inside, okay? So you're going to come from through the front into the side, the sleeve. And you're going to come down and thread it through this one here, so it's like that, okay? And you obviously want to pull enough through as well, because we can always adjust it if we've got too much at the end. Then you're going to come back through the middle one, okay? And you want to make sure it's nice on the outside. Then come down to this center hole here. Okay, so it's looking like that. You want to make sure that these are a bit loose. You don't want them too tight, okay? So then your notebooks will sit nicely. And then you're going to come back through this hole like so, okay? And again, make sure those are loose, well, not too loose. They want to be tight but also loose at the same, a little bit loose at the same time, if that makes any sense. Then you're going to come through this one here, okay? Then you'll have these two loose pieces here. We actually, because I've got this excess here, I'm actually going to adjust this so I'm not wasting it, okay? And you just want enough to make sure it just comes past the middle here on the inside, because we're going to tie a knot off, okay? So I'm just going to adjust all this so I'm not wasting all that cord, okay? And make sure that I'm pulling the right one, okay? So, and then I'm just going to trim off this end here, so then we can put all this lot away. Right, okay, so we're going to start with this one first, and then we're going to bring this back through the center hole. If I can get hold of it. So then it will look like that on the outside, okay? Again, just adjust that. And then this side, you're going to do the same and bring through the center hole. I'm just going to trim that so it goes through a lot easier, she says. Oh, dearie me. There we go. I'm a bit, you know when you start cross with your children sometimes because they're being naughty? My hands are shaking a bit because it's they've really made me cross. So, so the outside should look like that, okay? Then you're going to bring these to the center and tie a knot, okay? And I'm just going to tighten that up slightly, and then we're going to make a knot in the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to tie that off and then just trim them. Okay, so then the binding, that will give you 4 notebooks. Okay, so before we attach this piece here to keep it closed, we're going to do that after we've added the notebooks. Okay, so just getting the measurements for the white pieces. Okay, so I have cut the some more Fresh Florals Designer Series paper, and I've done 2 with the solid colour in the background and then 2 with the white background. Okay, so for the copy paper, you'll need 4 sheets for each notebook. You can add more if you wish. Okay, and these measure 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and you're going to fold them in half. Okay, and then for the patterned paper, it needs to be slightly a bit bigger for it to all fit nicely together. And this piece measures 5 1/4 by 7 3/8. Again, fold that in half, and then they will all go together like so. Okay, and like I said, you could sew down the middle if you wish, but I'm actually just going to leave that as it is. So we're going to bring our cover back, and I'm going to add this one first, and this will slide under there like so. Okay, and as you can see, it lays nice and flat. So I'm going to bring the next one in. You could also add pockets to this if you want to. You could also, if you are into pockets, Project Life or Memories and More, I think that's what it is, which is like Project Life. You could add those, what are they called? The little pouches that you slide your photos into. You could also add them in here as well. So yeah, so that's the inside. So like I said, there's 4 separate notebooks. You could add a sentiment for each one if you want to. Okay, so we're going to wrap the elastic around the book now. So you want to just get your book into, you know, about to make sure it's all level, and then we're just going to wrap the elastic around, and we're just going to tie a knot, and you can adjust it however much you need to. Okay, and this is the easiest way that I found to try and work out how much you will need. Okay, and then we're just going to trim that a minute, and we can cut that in a second. Okay, now you want to get the loop, thread it through this hole here, like so. Okay, and then that will wrap around your book. Okay, so now you're happy with that, we can trim this section here like so, and just turn that around, and then that will wrap around your book. Okay, so now we're going to attach our beautiful lady. Okay, and I'm going to add it to the center here. So to do that, I got a button, okay, which is a similar colour to the card, and I got some linen thread. So I've just got some gold linen thread from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to thread that through a needle, she says. So can I grab it? No. Okay, so I think what I might do is see if I can thread it through without the needle. If not, then we'll go for a bigger button. I only need to thread it through 2 holes really, just to be able, there we go, just to be able to tie it around that cord. So I'm just threading it through like so. Okay, then we're going to tie it around the cord, and ideally I want the flat part of the button to be facing upwards, then that can stick to the back of my image. Come here. So this bit can be a bit fiddly, but the end result is oh, that one's come through. I might have to double knot that. The end result is good. I like it. Okay, it's up here. All right then. Well, we just have to do it that way. I don't think it'll be a problem. So we're just going to tie that on there and do a couple of knots behind that button. And we're going to trim that. Okay, and then we're going to hot glue this to that button. And there we go. So I just hot glued that to the button, as you can see. And that one also wobbles. Oh, I love it. I think it's so cute. So yeah, so this is my notebook that I will be taking with me, and I may add some sentiments to the notebooks, but then again I might just keep it just simple like this. So yeah, so that's that one with the Fresh Fig cardstock and the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper, and then this one was for Gemma using the It's My Party Designer Series paper, which unfortunately is not available anymore. So please head over to my blog for details of this project, and I'll also leave my Stampin' Up online store link below as well if you want to go and check out the products used in this video today. So take care everyone, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.
If you wanna play, make it about